Hi guys, welcome back to another Hugh Jeffreys video. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing my entire custom phone collection. These one-of-a-kind phones have all been custom built or repaired by myself and have designs or features you can't buy them with, including custom colors, gold plating, or being able to see their insides. Currently, I have 15 phones in total. They include iPhones ranging from the 4 to the 12 Pro Max, as well as a special Samsung. In my last collection video filmed in 2018, I had a staggering amount of phones, most of which I've since sold. The majority of phones I create videos on get sold on the Hugh Jeffreys store. However, I keep one of each Samsung and iPhone model unless it's still worth a decent amount of money, then I'll just sell it. For this video, I'll be focusing on just the custom phones. Starting with the shiniest, of course, it's my 4 gold-plated iPhones. Consisting of an iPhone 4, 5, 7, and iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 4 I purchased sometime in 2017. It had already been built by someone else, although had a low quality screen with faulty touch and various other issues. I replaced the display and installed another logic board to get it up and running again. It's a 32GB model running iOS 4.3.5. Unfortunately, the gold frame has a number of dents and scratches, although none have been deep enough to have removed any gold. Aside from that, the only thing wrong is one of the bottom screws isn't gold plated. I can only assume the last owner lost it. I did also install a transparent back so that you can see the internals of the phone. Next is an iPhone 5 that I received in a phone lot for just $30. After having sold the remainder of the phones in that lot, this phone cost me nothing. Like the iPhone 4, it had been built by someone else. It has marks all over, although the plastic protector on the back is probably why it looks more scratched than it really is. However, there are some small chips where the gold is missing. This was another I had to repair as the display was destroyed and the logic board had pry damage, causing the buttons not to work. Stepping up to something a little newer, we have the iPhone 7. I built this myself in 2019. Unlike the previous two, it's in immaculate condition. The curved edges of the 7 give it a different look, and paired with a black display, I think it looks spectacular. Finally, for the gold phones is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, my latest and most expensive custom build to date. Modeled after the $100,000 Caviar iPhone, this phone has a textured gold backing inlaid with cubic zirconia crystals. Switching things up, it's time for the transparent phones. Ever since I was little, I've been fascinated by how things work, and what better way to satisfy that curiosity than to make the internals visible. The first phone is a Galaxy S8, my first Android phone. What was once a smashed and bent phone was restored and customized as you see it here. The S8 is one of my all-time favorite devices, and I think this modification looks great. But if iPhones are more your speed, well, I've also done a transparent iPhone X. Unlike the Galaxy S8, this modification required complete disassembly of the phone and proved to be a costly process. Nonetheless, the end result turned out great. The last of my transparent phones is an iPhone 4S, this time showing the internals on both sides. The back is poorly done as I wasn't able to find a commercially made transparent back and just had to fabricate one myself with the tools I had at the time. I will one day make one that looks much better. Up next is this dazzling iPhone 6s. Well, it looks completely stock until it's turned on. It's been modified with a color-changing Apple logo. Visible in both day and nighttime, it's controlled by touching the back of the phone. It can cycle through select colors or light up just a single color. Including my favorite, purple. Speaking of purple, here are all of my custom purple phones. None of these models shipped from the factory in this color. As a result, I had to build all of these myself. The best looking one is this 4S with its metallic purple glass back and display. The mirror finish covers the whole display, although it doesn't have much effect to it other than slightly dimmer brightness. This is a color I would love to see on some newer phones. As for the specifics, this is a 64GB unit running iOS 6.1.3. Next is this iPhone 5. Being my favorite iPhone design, I think it looks nice in purple. Unfortunately, when I purchased the housing, there was no purple buttons or SIM tray included, so I had to use black ones. If I ever find any, I'll be sure to put them in. This specific phone is equipped with 64GB of storage and is jailbroken on iOS 8.4.1. The remaining iPhone 6 and 7 look almost identical. The only major difference is I installed a white screen on the 7 and a black one on the 6. Personally, I think the black screens almost always look better. But what do you think? Proceeding, there are two custom blue phones, a 7 Plus and another 5. The iPhone 7 Plus has to be one of the nicest looking coloured phones. The dark rich blue stands out from the crowd but still manages to pair perfectly with the black accents of the antennas, blacked out Apple logo and black display. For the iPhone 5, it's a similar story. This one is a 16GB model on iOS 6.1.4. The older models of iPhone have their device-specific IMEI printed on the back. This phone and many of the other custom phones in my collection have the correct IMEI number printed. While this has no effect on the device's operation, I just like the attention to detail in my builds. The last remaining phone is yet again another iPhone 5, this time in red. Apple has made many red-coloured phones in recent years, starting with the iPhone 7. However, this is what it looks like on the 5 series. The display on this phone is supposed to be black, however I needed to use it on another phone a few days ago, and have yet to install a black one back on. And with that, we have covered every custom phone in my collection. There are two I've built but don't have anymore. This includes the green iPhone 6, which I gave away, and the red iPhone 6s Plus, which I built for a friend. In terms of custom built technology, this is only my phones. I do have a number of consoles and computers too. While I'm not including them in this video, you can find their individual videos in the custom tech playlist. Out of all of the phones in my collection, which did you like or dislike the most? My favorites would have to be the Galaxy S8, iPhone 7 Plus, purple iPhone 5, and the 12 Pro Max. With only one Android, I think it's fair to say that I need to customize a few more. And on that note, this has been a Hugh Jeffreys video. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and consider checking out the custom tech playlist for more videos just like this one. And if you're looking for any used devices, be sure to check out my online store, link for which is down in the description. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.